Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we are once again back in the city of Westwood. We last worked on the Empire District. It's still kind of filling in, but we're going to speed up time, and we're going to move over here somewhere. Actually, I want to check on the university. Cool. At the end of this academic year, we will, hopefully, as long as we stay. Oh, we're dropping. Oh, no. Okay, we're going back up. Oh, we're dropping again. How many more people? Quick, add people. We're going to go over here and do some fun things. I think I'm going to stick to this road. I kind of like this road, but it does prevent left-hand turns. That might actually help traffic, not having left-hand turns. That's an idea. Yeah, that might actually help traffic. Huh. Yeah, let's do it. Let's stick to this road. I suddenly like that idea an awful lot. So 660, wha-bam, and once again, ugly grid. But it's my ugly grid, so I love it. And it's like, you know, your mom's obligated to love you. I'm obligated to love my ugly grid. Even if things are wonky on this part of the map, I still don't get why we're getting gaps. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me what's happening and why, as we make more roads, we get more gaps. I don't understand it. I really don't. I almost said chat. I don't understand it, chat. I've played so much Cities Skylines on stream lately that it just feels like I'm live streaming even if I'm not. I mean, you know, when chat's not very active, I wind up talking to myself, kind of like I'm doing now. You know, talking to myself until somebody watches the video, anyway. And when chat's all idle, off doing their own thing in lurk mode, which I don't mind, you know, I appreciate that people are there to watch and have me on in the background for reasons. But, you know, it's the same principle here. I'm talking to myself. So we're gonna bring up this and see. Yeah, it doesn't do a thing for us. It helps there, but not there. And there I could fix it, but then we lose that gap. So that's not helping because it's just beyond the edge there. So we're just going to have a weird gap there. And my voice is going to crack too. However, over here we can definitely fix that one. We could fix this one too, but you know, I'm okay with taking zoning off of the collector anyway, so that's fine. So we can fix that one, we just can't fix this one. This guy here is no high-rise ban, IT cluster, and self-sufficient homes. So it should be one heck of a great neighborhood. We're going to throw in a lot of schools because this is going to be high density. Now we've got that school there for coverage, so we're going to go there and there, and then we're going to do a couple down here as well. High density, okay, that's where I took the zoning away, so that's why I can't put that there. High density, it needs it. So we'll throw in playgrounds where we can. There we go. Let's check. I know we just checked this last video, but I don't remember. So we don't have any overlap into this area at all. So we'll come down here by one of our schools. Throw that in. That means we have a little overlap with this, so we're going to do another one down here. Let's get some water pipes so all of our friends stop complaining. I have all my stop twos on here. I just didn't feel like it. Right there. And then bring this over to there. And this one over to here. Of course, keeping them under the road. where somebody says they belong. I mean, I agree, but still, changing the city skylines forever. We need water and sewage treatment. Until I relocate all of that, space already occupied, eh? Well, not anymore. Until I relocate all the facilities, we're just gonna add some more stuff over here. I mean, we can do wastewater though. We've got room for that. Anarchy's on. Okay, that's right. I just turned it on. Can I? Ooh, I can't get just like one more in there. That's big sad. I can do this though. I like to overbuild so that I don't have to worry about them for a while. I don't know. That's just my preference. There we go. That should boost us way up in sewage treatment. How are we doing on power? We're okay. And garbage, we're also okay. Our processing is getting a little closer than I'd like it to, but we've got a lot of landfill storage in the way of these duders here. There's one there, there's one there, and there's a couple more back this way, so we should be alright. I think we'll be fine. So that gets us elementary school coverage. I think that area is going to need 2 high schools. Just looking at our general high school availability is little low. So we're gonna go big. We're gonna do this over here, and then over by this high school, we're gonna do a gymnasium. And I like to turn it that way so that it is lined up, so that it looks like it's part of the high school. Flip it the other way, and the parking lot goes behind the high school. I think the parking lot looks better over there. Just my personal opinion. Oh, speaking of parking lots, where are they? Are they here? Yeah, they're here. Let's see if we've got anything that just kind of fills this in. We will eventually get to those buildings. Where are the parking lots? I guess I don't remember. Oh, wait. Go back. Are they here? No. This is this stuff that we've unlocked. God, there's so much we haven't unlocked still. I forgot where. Parking lots. Hey. Okay, so there's one that's 2x2, isn't there? I really thought there was a 2x2 one. Sad. Big sad. I mean, that one goes that way, but then I can only get like one. I really thought there was one that was a 2x2. There's 3x3. Oh well. I guess we won't do the covered parking there like I was planning on doing. It's fine. So, what else do we need here? Probably some medical coverage. Though, because of that, we can't really tell now. So we're going to throw in a hospital, even though I don't know that we need it. Let's go with the big high capacity. How much more does this cost week upkeep? Never mind. Let's not, because our budget's not in the best place. And then death care. It would help to go to the right thing. There we go. And we will throw in a cryopreservatory there. And then we will throw in people burner there and people burner there. And then I like to go through and change the vehicles that come out of these. I think the crematorium's just a van. Out of these guys, luxury hearse, and then out of the regular cemetery, which we have like one, we do the other guy. And over here, we didn't add any. Yeah, we didn't add any services over here except for the cryopreservatory. And how many of those did we add? Just the one. Okay, and we didn't add any fire or health, or police coverage. Cool. Speaking of, we're doing all right out here because of that big one there. I think we're just gonna skip it. Same with police coverage. It's pretty well covered. What we do want though is some mass transit, including a metro. After I get done clicking all of the wrong buttons. And I think what we'll do is connect like here and start a new metro loop and just have that one in there. But then we've got this metro loop. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know how to think about it. That's Or maybe not the smartest thing. Maybe we do loop this around. Because this is going to be high density as well. Yeah, let's do one down here. Let's bring it down by where the offices and commercial are going to be. There we go. And then that should be all that we need to add there. Let's get it connected. And then we need to work on adding buses back in. I didn't forget. I know you thought I forgot. I did not. It wasn't that. Ooh, this is gonna make this tricky. So do we run it out of this one and just make him transfer, or do we just have this be the end of line for wherever this? Because this is gonna be pretty much an express. This is gonna be an express out to like the airport or something. It may stop here, but I probably will do just 2 separate express lines, one from there, one from there. Which seems silly, but that's probably what I'll do. So yeah, let's just do this. I can never see my line to tell me when I've gone one full area when there's buildings. It's really difficult to see. Like, I can see road guidelines. Oh, there, it's right there, isn't it? Yeah, I see it. Okay, so let's do 2 here. And then bring it around. That doesn't look right at all. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. We'll bring this out. We'll bring this out to there. And then we'll get, rid of some of it. Because that's just how I roll. I build subways and then blow them up. And then connect that up. And then come here to our line. Drag this to there and hope that this entire subway line doesn't break again. Put that there. Put that there. Awesome. Very, 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 very cool. You can see I've already got some of these things plotted out for what's going to go where, so that'll be fun once we get there. So we'll do bus line in a minute because we're going to do bus lines everywhere. Now, the thing here is I can't do commercial. I could do commercial right up against that, but that would make the people that live there cry a lot. And we don't want to make the people that live there cry a lot. So we're going to do that to give a little buffer, and then we're going to resume our normal commercial around the edges, except not right there, because that's going to be a little park. And we will line this with considerable amounts of commercial, and then we'll come in with some low density commercial and target that in some places where it makes sense, like by the high school, so that your teenager can go buy cigarettes while they're on their lunch break. I know, I'm a horrible human being, and we'll do that right there. Cool. I'm not going to do any special buildings or anything like that in there. Just don't need them. And then we will run this up to here. I'm going to leave that alone. We'll just let them have like a little campus behind there. Just a little peace and quiet at the elder care facility. And then wha-bam over there. And we have absolutely sapped the city of demand for anything except residential, which is good because that's what we're about to put in. But I do want just a little bit more commercial through here. I just feel like in high density areas, it's good to have frequent corner shops. I think it's a nice thing to do. So we're going to go there, and this will all be IT cluster buildings and self-sufficient buildings, and then just regular commercial. And then over to there, but get rid of that, because like I said, we're going to let them have some peace and quiet. And then this square, you know what we can do is turn this on. This will make this go a little faster. And there, cool. So that gets that area started, and now we can focus on where we want buses to go. I'm going to start out over here in this neighborhood and work our way out. So we should probably have, let's just go down. Oh, the train station's over there, so this one won't go to the train station. It could. I could loop it over there. That would probably be a good idea. But we're going to start it. Yeah, it really would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Let's have this stop back here and then bring it back around this way. I think that works out well. And then just kind of snake through this neighborhood here. It's getting really close to that other stop already. But not a lot I can really do about that, is there? Not particularly. We'll bring one down here. And then we'll come through this area. I kind of want to go down here, but it doesn't allow bus stops. Even though it is a road, it doesn't allow bus stops. And that leaves this area really underserved. Hold on. Let's rethink this. Let's bring this down here. There we go. Oops. That's better. And then, even though those stops are really close together, I really feel like we need to stop there. And do we go down here? Or do we go down here down the middle? I think down the middle. And probably either close to where the path comes through or where there's an intersection. And this is going to dead end here. I don't think this is going to carry on over. So we want this to now just loop back around and start making its way back up to that first stop. Which will be interesting given how this is laid out. Maybe we skip this one and just have it go there. Yeah, we skipped that one. We've got this stop so close, I think that'll be fine. So we're going to go ahead and start naming these this time. So this is going to be one Olive. Oops. One Olive Gardens. I mean, that's the park that's down there. And we'll make it kind of an olive color. Maybe. Olive. Olive is a little more brown. There we go. That looks olive to me. So that gets one bus line finished. And then our next one should service like this little neighborhood and maybe even over here. Because that's the school. But that would be having one bus line go by 2 metros. And I don't know that that's really necessary. So instead, we're going to start it over here by our train station. And it's going to just do a few things in this little neighborhood. Maybe we'll bring it across over there. And that way we can get some interface between this area's bus line and this area's bus line. That's not a bad idea. I like that idea. So we'll do that right there. And then we'll jump over here. And just do a couple of stops. Nothing crazy. I'm trying to think of where I want this stop to go. Because the roads here do a lot of weird things. A lot of weird things. Yeah, this works. That's close enough to that stop they can walk. This will work. Just what we're doing right now. And then back around. Not the longest bus line ever, but it's there. So this doesn't really have a district name. So we're just going to call it, line 2. And that's fine. But I don't want bus line 2. If people don't hear, we'll spell it out. Whoa, hello, what's happening there? Graphical weirdness. Can we not do that? Thanks. That was really peculiar. So that gets that area connected. That was really strange. So this area has 2 metro stops, but I really don't see the need to do like a bus line there and a bus line there. So we're just going to have some overlap. We want to try to get a stop close to there, so we need to think about that. So we'll focus on this metro, and if we happen to hit that one, we happen to hit that one. But if not, it's not a big deal. We're going to get close to it, but it's not going to be right next to it. It's within walking distance. And then this will be a good interface to that other line. So yeah, we've got stops that are within walking distance of that other metro, or other metro stop, but it's not really the focus. So then we'll loop it back around. I mean, your options are either do 2 bus lines, having one go in a circle, and then having like a really big dog leg at the end, or looping them back around like this. It's pretty much your choice. So that did not go where I wanted it. There we go. This also does not have a name for a district, and that's fine. So it will be line the 3rd. Let's go ahead and start getting some different colors in here. Just ones that are close to each other, especially, so that we can differentiate them rather easily when we're looking at this area. Yeah, cool. We should already start seeing some ridership. Yeah, we're already starting to see some numbers jumping on there, so that's good. Now this area, I think I want to serve Hawthorne Hills and Lilac District with 1 bus. I think that would be our best play there. I mean, we have the connectivity between the 2 areas, so I don't see why not. Let's get a stop here so it's close to that metro. And then that will be a stop that's close for those guys. And then we can just jump over here. I think that'll be fine to go ahead and make the jump. If we go there, that's going to make it tricky to get back around. So we're going to go out here. And let's get right up here by this park. Perfect. And then work our way back out. I could use the demand tool and see where people are really wanting to go to really plan out my bus lines and metros and all that, but yeah, I don't know. So this is going to be Hawthorne Hills Lilac. I want to do this first. Hawthorne to Lilac. I know there is a school involved in that, but give that kind of a lilac color there. I don't think that's too close. It's awful close to the other color. So that means you have to be a different color. There you go, line the 3rd. Cool. That's already got all of that area covered. Let's... Industry is always tricky to plan out buses because you wind up with not a lot of people really using them. So what we're going to do is we're going to start back here. And this is going to be a long line that just snakes throughout here, but makes sure that we're catching the subway. That's the big important piece. And also trying to hit the roads that go straight through. That I think is valuable. We'll have one that comes down like this, and then I don't know that we need to go up here. I think we'll just have it go ahead and loop back. So people can jump on the subway to get to the industry area in general, and then they can jump on the local bus line to get that last mile. Don't have any service down here. Not too terribly worried about it, to be honest. We are eventually going to have a neighborhood that goes all around this lake with roads that go over the river that feeds into it and everything. So that may be when these guys can get some bus service. I'm not going to really concern myself with it until then. So now we've got, real quick, since this is done emptying so we don't get a death wave, let's get that guy cleared out. Now we've got our first high density area. And it is served by a metro. So let's just kind of start down here in the corner and work our way through this neighborhood. Making sure we get a stop right here by the metro. And then we'll go up a couple more blocks. Ooh, that's going to make that tricky, though, to get back out to there. So let's go here. Bring this across, and then we can, like, do a stop up here, and then it can come back down. Yeah. That works nicely. And done. Again, we are not dealing with a district name. So why is that building highlighted like that? It's not a mass transit building. Is it? It's post office. I didn't realize post offices were considered mass transit. They used to be. They used to be in the transit menu. But they're not anymore. So Hawthorne and Lilac was actually line 4, and I want to keep that in there. So line 5, I guess, we'll just call that Industry Loop. And I forgot to put 5 on it. There we go. And we're just going to make this... Oh, I forgot to hit enter. Dang it. I always forget that. Well, not always, but I forget it a lot. Industry Loop. There we go. We're going to make this just brown. Just ugly brown. Like, it'll come down here and it's just... it's ugly. Because that's about the color of the pollution on the map. And that's why we do that. Or because I like doing stupid stuff. So bus line 6 is just going to be line 6. And it can stay that blue color because there'll be other lines that we can change to a different color later. So let's go over here, Empire District, get a line going through here, and we're going to bump that way over here like that. We're going to stagger it a little bit as we come through the blocks that it's on. Because I feel like it. There's no real reason. I don't know. Maybe that'll help between walking distance. For walking distance, I don't know. Because it does position the stops a little better with each other. It's cool. That is Empire District. Done. And we will give it a different color. Just call it Empire. That's fine. And we'll give it kind of a teal. Lovely. Cool. And now this is the two big pedestrian areas. And there, yeah, there's my bus road. I'm gonna make a stop inside of there. And since this is office, we'll do a couple stops down here. And then same here. I guess we'll stop by both metros. Seems kind of silly, but we're gonna do it. And then that'll just be a loop. And then we'll loop back the other way. Where is that one? There it is. I couldn't see it. It was hidden. I hid it from myself. And this is the one, yeah, where I can't connect there. We just gotta stay on the road. Cool. It's not cool. Now cool. Still not cool. Can we complete the line, please? What the hell? What is happening? It is not letting me complete this line all of a sudden. Like, it says it's complete. For some reason, it's just like... That's very weird. I'm going to watch this for a second and see what happens. I'm going to let buses get here and see if it actually fixes or if we need to redraw it. There we go. It sorted itself out. I don't know why it did that. That was really, really, really odd. And this is all part of one big district, Sycamore. So what we're going to do is this is going to be 8A. Was I supposed to get more? I think so. And this is going to be 8. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. And let's give them... We can make them just variations of red. There's no other red line nearby. So that's the main thing, is that you don't have colors nearby. You can reuse the same colors over and over again. And it doesn't hurt anything, as long as you can keep up with everything. And then we need one for this neighborhood, and we're done. And then down here. Already? Have we really covered? Oh, that didn't take long. I thought that was going to take forever. Okay, yeah. Okay, we've done it all. Interesting. I guess I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I thought we still had a long way to go. I really want this to be down here, so let's move this stop to here. We'll have this be our long run, and this will be our shorter run. I hate having that right next to an intersection like that, but I think it's kind of necessary. Oh, you got to go up there because of that bridge. Okay, that's cool. So maybe we can just throw a stop in up there and have it interface with that other line nicely. That worked out. Happy accident. And there, and done. So again, a district with no name. So this will just be line 9, even though it thinks it's 10. And we're gonna paint it. Let's give it a nice bright cheery yellow. Yes, I like cheery yellow. Works out well. And then down here, this one's gonna be a little trickier because I got my subway in the middle. So we are gonna have like that extra stop down on this block, but we won't do that on the other blocks. We'll just do 2. And again, just kind of staggering them. I don't know. I'm just trying this out, this whole staggering them off different blocks things. I think it somewhat decreases some of your walking distances, if I'm looking at it right, between your stops. There we go. And then by the subway and right there. And this one does have a name. So 10 is... Oops. More. And we'll make it kind of that color. There we go. Cool. And that is our bus lines in. What I'm going to do is let the game run here for a minute. Oh, wow. We have big demand for offices and commercial. But we don't have high unemployment. Also, we're going to need to get some industry in. We're suddenly importing a lot of goods, and I don't like that. I like having things pretty neutral, so we may have to go out there and start doing some industry stuff, even though it's going to be really far removed from the rest of the city. It may be something we have to consider. But I'm going to let this run for about 10 minutes so that all the buses get out and get spaced out from each other. And then we'll come back and look and see what ridership looks like and see if we need to adjust any lines. I doubt I'll do any type of like sped up footage here because there's not really anything to watch except for some buildings upgrading. I guess I could watch that. You can go to this view and watch them upgrade. Sure, why not? Let's do that. And we'll speed through this footage at like 1,000% here. Enjoy. So while I'm waiting for the buses, something that dawned on me is we did not do any disaster shelters in our last couple neighborhoods here. We did those up there, but we don't have any coverage down here. And also, since we have a big demand for more offices, and since this is IT cluster, we're I'm gonna just kill off a few houses here. Like right there. And replace that with office. Is that still zoned? That is still zoned. In fact, we're going to do just a little bit more. Going back to like this gap right here. That way we get that look of an actual cluster. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do all of this. Let's just take all of it except that commercial. I mean, we've got the big tall buildings around the perimeter, but then it's just kind of... The rest of it's just kind of, you know... It just looks scattered, you know, and I'd like to have one nice cluster together to kind of tie it all together. These buildings will eventually get taller, but that also, now we can look at our disaster shelters. How many people are already living here? Already 10,000. So... that only holds 10,000, so we'll put that one in there, and then we'll do a smaller one up here by our schools. And that'll give us 12,000 capacity in the neighborhood. And then over here... how many people live in Empire District? 5,000. I think it'd be good to go ahead and just, like, wipe out a neighborhood, or... and it fits right there. Man, loading that on a collector would create traffic nightmares during a disaster, but that's really the ideal location. Because then it can help grab some people from over there. Yeah, that's where we need to put that. And we don't have any down here. Oof. This is going to be tricky because this is some really weird terrain. Let's see what happens if I do that. It's not too bad. I don't know how many people live down here, though. I'm guessing a few thousand. I mean, if that has 5,000, there's probably a good 5,000 people down here as well. We do have one there that holds 10,000. We don't have any down here, so we're going to have to eminent domain the crap out of something down here. Let's do it right over here by the park. Yeah. Go right there. I hate to do that, but it's kind of necessary. And I guess we can throw a big one up here because it's nice and flat. There we go. We've got way more capacity than we need. So we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 big ones. Actually, no, those are all big ones over there, except for those two. So, I don't know. We're probably right about where we need to be. My God, the city's losing money. This is now a 5-star school, so we're going to pause for just a moment. We're going to go above ground. And we're going to hit that again. There we go. And then we're going to get rid of all these filler fountains. That's all they were there for, was to get our attractiveness up while we waited for the school to upgrade. Don't need them anymore. Because now we can add in the School of Science, which hopefully will fit into this block over here. In a weird way it will. Not quite where I was hoping to have it. That's okay, because I do want to add in a commencement office, so that'll allow us to put that in, like, back here. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can run a path through right here. And that's lovely. And then back here, we can maybe throw in a bookstore to start getting the attractiveness score up, because that's the building I usually go to, because it doesn't actually add capacity, but it does add attractiveness. So it's kind of a nice thing. And then I started doing a thing with fountains and statues that we're going to continue here. So they actually, you know, make sense where they are. I'd like to see if I can fit a fountain right here, and I can't. But I could do another fountain here. And I think I'd like to. Fountains are awesome. I mean, it's very fountain heavy there, but that's alright. Because we want to get our attractiveness up high. And it's not high. It's low. That's bad. Low is bad. So I need to figure out my grid real quick. Bear with me. And we got all kinds of grid weirdness happening out here. Big oof. We will fix as much of it as we can, but we can't fix very much of it. I think that actually made that worse. Doing that. Yeah. I think really we're losing more than we're gaining now. Yeah. Well, no, down here we're definitely gaining, so it's just right here that we lose 4. We lose 4 either way. Same there. We lose 2. We lose those 2. I think I'm happier with it like that. But there it seems like that's definitely a bigger loss because we lose 4 instead of just 2. Yeah. All right. The reason I wanted to do this is so that I can come down on this end. And since this is still technically part of the campus, we can do like some bookstores and stuff like that down here. Are you the bookstore? You are the bookstore. So we'll throw in a bookstore there, and we'll throw in just another random one right there. Because they do add to the attractiveness. Not a lot, but they help. And then we will start spamming fountains and statues around the border here until we reach where we need to be for attractiveness. Fountain. A fountain here, like that. No, actually, let's put it middle. Let's go middle. There we go. Takes up a lot of space, but I think it'd be worth it. Okay, so I have academic statue 2 there, so I'm at academic statue 1 here. And then let's go check our score. Getting there. Very close. So what we could do is probably just do a couple more fountains back this way. Like right as you come off this path. That's beautiful. I love it. And oh, so very close. 2 more statues and we're done. So we're going to have a statue there and a statue right there. And eventually this area is going to have sporting stuff as well. We're not giving them any money for that, are we? No, good. We're going to have out here, we're going to make like a pier that has all of the different stuff, like all of them, all the athletic facilities. All 5 of them are going to be out here in a pier. And then like here, we're going to build out a key wall that takes up most of this beach. Kind of controversial, I know, but that way we get some tourist area. We can build a theme park right on the water. It's where I like to put them. I can speed time back up. And all of that fun stuff. I just think it looks fantastic to do it that way. I love theme parks out by the water. And I've got an idea of how we're going to do it with the key wall. We're going to leave like bring it about here, and then we will create some land out there. Boy, if we're creating land, let's just create land and build an airport out in the sea. Nah, it's not a bad idea. Oh, that is so not a bad idea. I just steal a huge area, make an airport. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I kind of like that idea. Cool. Now we've got the IT cluster actually filling in the middle instead of having it just a perimeter thing, and I'm happier with that. So let's real quick run through. While we've got 4,200 citizens and 642 tourists riding mass transit. It could be higher. Definitely could be higher. I mean, that's what, not even 5%. But whatever. So we're gonna look at our bus lines again. The ones running through our pedestrian areas. I just realized that's Olive Gardens. Why isn't it going 1, 2? It's because that's how I named them. That's my fault. Anyways, so I want to look at each line and see. Yeah, see, like there we've got big numbers here. But we don't really need to add buses. We just need to add capacity to our buses. So we've got 15 vehicles. So if we added just 10 capacity to our buses, that would pick up another 150 people. We got 20 capacity to our buses, that picks up another 300, which would take care of most of these stops. So I think, honestly, on this one, I don't know that I want to go double-decker and just double it. I think we'll go bendy and give ourselves 40 more instead of just 60 more. Or 30 more, my bad. And that'll give us just a little bit of extra overhead. And hopefully we can just leave that at 100%. So we will now check number 4 line. Same thing, you know, we've got some really busy stops. You know, we've got about 300 people waiting. But we've got 17 buses on this line. So 30 is spread across 17 is 500 extra people. 510. So if we just go to double-decker buses on this one, it should be fine. And then this one, we've only really got this one busy stop. I really hate to go to double-decker buses just for one busy stop. Have they really gotten all bunched? Yeah, they're unbunched. It's had time to run. Yeah, that's like 4 buses worth of people. And I really don't want to just add buses. There's already a lot of buses here. So and I wish it was something other than the double-decker. I think it's silly to send the double-decker through industry. I just think it looks dumb. But we're going to do it. So that's industry loop. Let's go check on number 7, Empire. So we got 180 there. Across 13 buses. Yeah, if I double this to double-deckers, that's more than enough. Double this to double-deckers. Yeah. I know I could use the airport buses, but I tend to leave them for airport-related lines. Nobody ever wants to ride this. I don't know why. I guess because it's a pedestrian area and they're already walking. And they've got the metro and they're just walking to the metro, probably. So I'm just going to drop the number of buses on these. There's no reason to have this many. I'm going to go down to 3 and then back up to 4 so we get the cheapest 4 bus. There we go. Number 10, Moore's Law, is fine. It's got a couple buses that are full. Let's make sure that when that next bus comes around, we're not leaving people there. No, we're not. Okay, cool. So that's number 10. Line 9 is, wow, 700 people. What? I gotta get the calculator for that one. 700 divided by 15 buses. We need to add 46 capacity to each bus. That would be... This is a super bendy bus. That adds an extra 70 capacity. Bendy bus only goes up to 70, so that's only adding 40, and we need 46. We gotta go super bendy. We don't really have a choice. So, line 6. About 300 people. Not even really. Yeah, it's about 300 people on that one. Probably be more than that. But we've got 12 buses, so we can double with a bendy bus, or double-decker bus, my bad. And that should be fine. And that was line 6, so line the 3rd is... Got that one busy stop, of course it does. Double-decker it is. And line number 2 has too many buses on it, but it's just so jam-packed. For 7 miles or 7 kilometers, 12 buses, that's just seems a little ridiculous to me. But we do have a couple full buses, so we'll leave it alone. And that should help us get more people. Granted, it's going to drop temporarily while the buses go back to the station and the new buses that we just reassigned come out. But that should see overall a lot more people riding. Metro looking fantastic. Granted, we've only got one area that the cars are really, really full, or the trains are really, really full. That's alright, as long as they're justified for existing. You know, our choices would be to use smaller capacity, but more of them. I think I'm happier with higher capacity and less. Saving 89% of our car trips there, so not not too shabby. So I'm kind of happy with that. What I want to do is where's the one bus line that goes kind of like through a couple neighborhoods? It's that one, and that's nothing really scenic to look at. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hop on board this bus with this. I love this first-person camera with all the information on it. But that's gonna be our outro screen. We've done our mass transit. We built a new neighborhood. The city's back up to nearly 100,000 now, so we're in good shape. We're making money. We've got 2 5-star campuses, and hopefully optimize mass transit. So, until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.